What is up, everyone? I'm Chris Knight, and you are watching The Real Review 3000 here with DC Fandom Week 2021. And as we continue, we have about 5 more trailers or first looks to look at. And so that means we got to do about 3 today and 2 tomorrow. That's what I think we're going to do. So let's start with Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Lots have been said about this, a lot of speculation on who would be in it over the past couple of years with the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp situation, but we do know that Amber Heard will be in this. We just don't know what's going to happen to her, or if she's going to make it past this movie in any sort of capacity in the DCEU. Now, this kind of gives us some answers. It tells us that because Aquaman has been the biggest DC film since they've started doing these movies, basically they're really putting like everything behind this. Now that could either be good, bad, we'll have to see, but let's talk about it really quick. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is an upcoming American superhero film based on DC Comics character Aquaman. Produced by DC Films, the Safran Company, the Atomic Monster Productions, and set for distribution by Warner Brothers Pictures. It is intended to be the sequel to Aquaman 2018 and the 13th film in the DC Extended Universe, the DCEU. The film will be directed by James Wan from a screenplay written by David Leslie Johnson-McGoldrick. God, too many names. And stars Jason Momoa as Arthur Curry, Aquaman, alongside Amber Heard, Patrick Wilson, Dolph Lundgren, and Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. I'm so sorry. Butchered that name. Momoa pitched a story for Aquaman sequel during the production of the first film, but Wan did not want to rush the next film. He agreed to oversee development of the sequel in January 2019, with Johnson-McGoldrick signed to write the screenplay a month later. Wan was confirmed to be directing the film in August of 2020 and said it would expand on the world building of the first Aquaman. He announced the title for the sequel in June 2021, with filming beginning later that month in London. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is scheduled to be released on December 16th of 2022. Now, something to be said about the world building. I found Aquaman to be a really confusing film until Justice League came out, because a lot of the little Aquaman stuff in Justice League really tells the story you needed to watch Aquaman. So Aquaman to me was not that great of a movie. When I saw Justice League, Zack Snyder's version, and then I went back and watched Aquaman, I was like, okay, I kind of get this now. So I think going forward, this movie will be kind of a cool thing to watch. At least for me, I think I'll enjoy this one a little more, understanding the first movie more. But let's go to the reaction screen and let's talk and watch this trailer right now. All right, guys, let's get the headset on. Ooh, check those sunglasses. And let me rephrase this really quick. It's not really a trailer as much as it's the first look from the DC Fandom, of course. So yeah, there's some footage, I believe, that they've shot, but it's mostly going to be like behind the scenes and talking about it, I believe. So let's watch it right now. 3, 2, 1, reaction. I love the way they introduced this. Really cool. The whole ice thing makes me wonder if we're going to get some sort of like Black Manta is going to be able to like freeze things or something, maybe, or it's going to be in Antarctica or the North Pole area. Not really sure, but it seems to be kind of a hint, maybe it's a reference to Atlantis, maybe, don't know. Dude, that guy's got some great hair.
Fandom. I apologize for the 4-year wait.
Oh my gosh, been there since 2017.
But I'm very proud of the sequel because it's tackling a lot of issues environmentally. Stakes are higher, and I'm just excited because I had a big
interesting.
My boy James.
Not sure how I feel about tackling environmental issues, but hence the ice thing. Maybe that's what it is.
The tides are changing.
Like the comic book, the world of Aquaman is so big and so rich.
It's epic. It's huge. It's colorful. The world is at stake.
I'm
Cool,
super excited to be back
pictures.
making the sequel. I have so much invested into it. I love this character. I love what it represents. There's nothing that I've ever been a part
I'm
of.
glad that
that's
they
like this.
kept him.
People are going to be in for a treat when Aquaman 2 comes out.
Gal
They're going
Gadot.
to get a movie that's more mature.
I just hope again.
but
I hope
yet
they
still
keep
retain
Ben
its
Affleck
fun
mixed in,
to give
and
the
I
audience
hope
something different, something new that they haven't seen before.
that
The success
they
of that movie is the biggest
get
DC
Henry
movie of
Cavill
all
back in
time.
here somehow,
Shows what
even if
James
just for
Wan
one or
is
two
able
extra
to
movies.
do. And in this second film, we have turned the dials up to 11. It has the action, the fun, the heart.
Superheroes and supervillains have entertained generations of fans across the globe.
Good, you got it? We put that in the movie?
To play around with this cast again is quite a trip. We're having a blast. This movie's a lot of fun.
I think fans are gonna be very happy. So I think
Yes,
James
sir.
is really excited to go all out.
This is an exciting scene. We better get to a little bit of action.
It's gonna be a fun adventure, like it was the first time. Just better.
We see that Black Manta is still seeking his vengeance,
That's
trying to
nice.
Aquaman.
I do like that redesign.
That's gonna be something that's exciting for the audience, something for them to be swept up into the world of Aquaman again.
About to kick some ass.
It's a globe-trotting story. We visit so many different worlds. This movie isn't afraid to embrace
cool
its
looking.
fantasy and go on this magical
Sounds like it's
journey.
gonna have a lot
I
of
think it's gonna
movement
be
from place to
really
place.
awesome.
I like that idea. I don't like movies that stay static. I mean, some movies are okay statically, but this type of movie definitely globe-trotting is a cool thing, a cool idea. Okay. Well, interesting first look. Let's get back over to the other screen and let's talk about it. So, I like what I'm hearing. I mean, the dial up to 11 and things. Sometimes if you try too hard, you hurt the product. So, just, first look, there's not much to go off of. I like the little, the concepts that they showed. I do like the fact that it sounds like it's going to have a wider range of locations, even if it is CG'd in or whatever. But I like the thought. There were things of the first movie that I still am not completely okay with, or not, I don't want to say okay, wasn't like hugely impressed by some of the CG work and stuff like that. So they need to kind of make sure they really get those just right. But the globetrotting, it's Jason Momoa. I like him. I think he's a perfect Aquaman. And if they kind of continue the storyline that's the DCEU and keep it in his wheelhouse and in Aquaman's wheelhouse, I think it's going to be a pretty darn good movie. Now, it's really hard to top a movie like Aquaman that did like over $1 billion, especially with the DCEU stuff. But do it right, I think they'll have a chance of doing that. But there was Wonder Woman 84. Now, while I did not hate Wonder Woman 84, there's a lot of stuff that just kind of makes you sit there and like, whoa, that there were some, just a lot of question marks from that movie and a lot of missteps, I think. Not as good as the first Wonder Woman, but I don't think it was as horrible as everybody else says. So they need to watch out for that, because there is that possibility from this movie. Because Wonder Woman, the first one, was an excellent movie. And then the second one just kind of took a misstep. And I'm not talking about the fact that it was set in the 80s. I loved that. I think it looked great. It was just certain aspects of the story and holes in that story. So they need to really watch that. And hopefully, with the team they've got, they're going to be able to do that. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're interested in seeing this movie, if you're an Aquaman fan or not. Put that all in the comments below. And yeah, with that said, I am Chris Knight. This has been the Real Review 3000. I'm officially out of here. Please remember to like, subscribe, and never forget to ring that bell. Follow Chris Knight and the Real Review 3000 on these platforms. For email and Patreon, see the description box below. To reach the Ego, use the Twitter handle @theego5150. We would like to thank the generous members of the Real Review 3000. Those members are Jesse Ritchie, JJ, aka Sith Lord 3827, Lady Toriel, Yvette, Abraham Morales, and Anzo of Bigger Ford Entertainment. Thank you for your support and donations that help us at The Real Review 3000 bring you, the viewer, better content. For more information on how to become a member, click the join button below.